Hello and welcome to Harco Enterprises. My name is Terry Harris, and together I'm a partner in Harco Enterprises with my sister Kathy Perry, my mother Joan Harris. Our father, Ray Harris, opened the doors to Harco in 1964. Today we're a manufacturer of plastic injection molded products, as well as a distributor and supply house to the food processing sectors. We originally started out repairing sanitary pumps years ago, but have evolved much throughout the years. Taking risk, a calculated risk, is important because things evolve and things change. This applies to both sectors of our business, whether we're manufacturing or injection molded products, whereby we keep an idea and an eye open for new ideas and products, as well as same as on our distribution side, whereby we're constantly looking and seeking out new products, new methods of delivery, as well as constantly looking for new markets to serve. The year 2020 has been tumultuous to say the least with the COVID-19 pandemic. All of our employees and our team wanted to do something to contribute to this fight against this global virus. Our collective main goal was to provide support to our local healthcare providers as we heard that there was a shortage of PPE, personal protective equipment. We decided the best avenue for us was to try and make a face shield that was based on an existing open source design concept that was used by some in the 3D printing community. There was risk that was involved in this in the beginning. We didn't know for sure, but coupled with our experience, we felt that it was something we could take on and we could turn into a positive. So when we were manufacturing these shields, there was multiple components that we needed help with. We reached out to the Peterborough business community and associations for input and help. We needed a stable supply line of the clear shield material, which was proving difficult at the time, as well as additional help with assembly and extra production capacity. We reached out to some great associations in our backyard in Peterborough here, the Kawartha Manufacturers Association, as well as the Peterborough and Kawartha's Economic Development. They were able to put us together with other team members and businesses in Peterborough. We were able to team up with Ventura Plastics and Merit Precision Molding in town here to make this a reality. So collectively after that, we were able to support our local hospital with about 8,000 shields in a timely manner. To this day, we're still providing these to a variety of industries, from retirement homes, dental offices, other healthcare essential workers, and general industry. They are now being distributed through our distribution channels into the food processing sector. So we were very fortunate to have received our MDEL, which is our medical device license, to participate and get Health Canada approval on this product. And we were very fortunate and grateful to all levels of government that helped us facilitate this. We're very fortunate to have incredibly good people that we work with at Harco. We like to think of everyone here as a family. We have a lot of people cross-trained, so when times get tough, we can utilize people's skills where needed. Everyone pitches in and steps up. We also have a fairly high degree of women in our workforce here, which we're proud of, and we find they're an integral part of our manufacturing team on the shop floor and in the office. Welcome everybody to Harco Enterprises. We're a family-owned business in Peterborough, Ontario. Well, this is our main injection molding room, so we'll take a little bit of a walk around and show you folks and everybody what we do and how we do it. So follow me. So on this machine here, we are currently manufacturing a headband which has been used for a face shield, which we are in conjunction with a few other manufacturers in Peterborough trying to get out to the market. And if you want to have a look, you can see in a moment the mold will open up, and this is the part that we're manufacturing right here. These headbands were part of a project that we worked on with the advent of the COVID pandemic, and our team put together fairly quickly some molds and tooling and created the components to make a complete face shield for our local frontline workers. One of the philosophies our business is built on is to be able to pivot or change rapidly from one situation to the next. So our people worked a lot of overtime, a lot of weekends, a lot of nights, a lot of collaboration with other businesses to make this happen. Come on over here, we'll look at another press running. So this machine here is manufacturing a handle that is used in the packaging industry. It runs pretty much trouble-free and automated. These are the components that it is manufacturing. Again, this was a fairly quick turnaround part that we've had to create molds, tooling for within a matter of days instead of weeks in order to secure us customer. So one of the things that we tend to like to tout here is our experience in the business. This is a part here that was basically manufactured from us fairly quickly from start to finish. We took an older part, which the customer was having a problem with, which had a much more complex parting line, and they were experiencing a lot of failures. So what we were able to do through our experience on our tool maker was to quickly prototype and simplify the overall design, manufacturing a much simpler tool, much faster, and running the part at a much faster rate, therefore reducing price. Okay, follow me and we'll go see some more. So these are smaller injection presses here of what we have, and they're thereby manufacturing smaller parts, but nonetheless similar ideas. So these parts here are running two different machines, two different items at this point in time. One of these, this is a tile gauge that's used in the tile industry for checking tile thicknesses and in the construction trade. These are sold right now primarily to our Canadian counterparts, and also some have been exported to Germany. These parts here, again, this is an ear saver that we've created a mold for and producing right now. Again, for the same masks that you are wearing, your face mask, these go around the back of your head to relieve the strain on the ear. So these are what we call ear savers, and they've been, again, a product that was born out of this COVID-19. We've been giving a lot of these away and also selling them and branding them for a variety of sectors, from our medical frontline workers to basically industrial clients. Another thing that we do here to our molded products is secondary finishing. We do a lot of printing or hot stamping, if you will, to decorate the product. And we'll go to the next machine here and we'll show you what we do in that regard. It's a heat transfer process. Again, we have some machines that are fully automated, but for smaller runs, this seems to be the way. For maximum flexibility, quick change, quick turnaround, and to get these orders out the door start to finish. Okay, so we're going to see one more decorating operation that's being done, so follow me. So in this case, the operator is taking a spoon that's manufactured for one of our valued clients, And again, taking the red unimprinted spoon and putting a print on it. If I could have one of those, Janet, thank you. So basically we start with a clear red spoon, and what this operation is putting the highlighted on it. And this gives it a little more zip when it comes to marketing, and it's a lot more clarity of branding. Thank you, Janet. So this is our machine shop. Our machine shop is where we produce our tools for the molding division and also our distribution division, where so molds are manufactured here in this area. We do welding, polishing, equipment assembly, and a variety of other things. One of the divisions of Harco Enterprises, we have a process and supply division, we call it. We are a supply house as well as manufacturing to the food processing sector, primarily in Canada, in the US, and other North American, a little bit into Mexico and Central America as well. Our business was founded basically on that premise years ago. My father started the business repairing pumps that were used in that business, and it's evolved and grown since. To this day, we still manufacture and sell and distribute these pumps or similar to it, as well as many other things. Over here, we've got a couple of these pumps that are in process right now in various stages of being ready for shipment. This typical pump here would be used and will be used in a food manufacturing company to pump either liquid milk or foodstuffs. These things are used in everything from pumping marshmallows to peanut butter to toothpaste and a variety of other things. So most foods that are produced have got to be pumped or moved from one location to the next, and this is an integral part of our business on the process and supply division. Our machine shop and tool room is centrally located to our in the middle of our operation here, and it's also central to the core of our business. It's very heavily utilized in both sides of our business, our plastics division and our distribution side. So come on with me and we'll show you a little bit about how we do it here for our molding side. So we use, in order to be competitive and to help turn around things very quickly, we utilize a insert system here whereby we're manufacturing, taking steel, whether it be aluminum or simply easy to machine materials, and turning them into a finished mold so that we can get these into production. So we start with blocks of steel, such as over here, being milled and trimmed down to a close size. This requires milling, and then we've also got grinding going on over here, which again is just basically getting these blocks of steel ready to cut a mold. The CAD station, our computer-aided design, is integral to this whole process. We start off with artwork from our artist, and then it would go to our tool maker and mold maker, who would do the CAD design, which you can see. And then it goes from there and is sent over to our CNC machining center. And we've got something in the going right now. We'll go out and have a look at what's here. So on this machining center here, we're cutting a mold right now. It's a headband mold for what you've seen running in the molding shop. It's for the face shields. The headband itself, there's one side of the mold right there. And basically this machine is running fully automatic. And what it's doing is basically cutting right now the other side of the mold. So when this is done, we'll have another cavity to be able to put in and help bolster production. Again, these things are all done with our team. Has been very, very well cross-trained. We've got people that can work on these things constantly around the clock when needed, and it really helps us to get product out the door quick. So as an example, here's another one of the products that we manufacture on a fairly regular basis. It's a cap that is used in the construction industry. Looks like a big plate actually, but this is an end cap that's used in the construction industry for plugging the ends of various things like cardboard or corrugated tubing. And we make these in a variety of sizes, shapes, colors, etc. Well, come on over, one more machine here to look at. On this machine here, we're manufacturing one of the pieces integral to our face shields that we supply. These are the synthetic rubber straps that hold the headbands basically onto your head. Can I have one of those, Lynn? Thank you. So again, this is the way our parts come out. This is what we were after, this component right here. And it's basically a rubberized part. Again, this mold was manufactured and this concept was taken basically from an idea to finished product in about 3 days. This was one of those projects that we were working on in conjunction with the face shield, because we needed a device, able to adhere a sanitary holding mechanism to hold this on to the frontline worker. Thank you. Our a CNC turning machine, turning center here is right now manufacturing parts that are used in the food processing sector as well. These, we utilize this for making a lot of spare parts and components that otherwise are too hard to get, or too difficult, or they're too expensive, or too time consuming to get. A lot of our food-oriented customers are producing on a daily basis and need parts quickly and with good quality and quick turnarounds. So right now we are manufacturing a component that we sell on a regular basis into the food processing sector. So there's a typical part that we're manufacturing at this point in time that's used all the time and widely in the food processing sector. It's a wear foot. And again, basically I cannot open the gate right now or we'll all get wet, but you can probably see a little bit of what's going on in the center. So like most plastic processors, we buy our raw material in a variety of ways, but it comes largely as a pellet form for us. We buy it in big boxes or gaylords or in bags, but basically it's in a pellet form, and it basically is a small pellet that we take in it, buy in a natural form, and then we color it whatever way we see fit. So this material here is a polypropylene. We also buy polyethylene and styrene and a variety of other resins as well. The coloring is done in a similar way by mixing a concentrated pellet. There's a red pellet, for example, which we would mix with this to make a red material. So as we discussed earlier, one of the integral parts to our business is our distribution and supply side to the food processing sector. One of our strengths and best practices on this regard is our ability, we feel, to be organized and have a fair degree of discipline on our inventory in, out, and control, as well as our people knowing what our customers need from day to day. We have, this becomes our main hub here for shipping, receiving. And this is where most orders are received, staged, and the bulk of our inventory is stored. In here we have industrial parts carousels, which we utilize on a daily basis. These things about 20 feet high take a very high amount of parts per square foot. So instead of utilizing a large square footprint, we are using the cube. So I'll show you, these things are great for storing things, keeping them clean, keeping them organized, so that we know at a glance how to retrieve parts. It keeps our operators running as much trouble-free as they can. So when a part comes up on their pick list, they're punching the location, and then this brings it around to the operator. They're then able to pick out the part and then get it packed and get it into ultimately the customer's hands in a timely manner. It's our goal to ship the same day we get orders. It's part of what we feel one of our strengths in this division is to keep track and be very organized. So here we have basically back to our headbands again and the face shields. This is our final assembly station. We have a lady putting some together here, just getting ready in a heat sealed poly bag, and it will be going out the door to customers. We've enlisted the help of local manufacturers to help with this as well, and the big volumes and assembling, and we're very grateful for all the liaison with local companies that we've been able to do to help this become a reality. This machine here is packaging, a flow wrapping one of our products. Again, this product in particular that's being run right now are these ear savers that we use, that we're manufacturing for the first line users for masks. They help save your ears. Some people like them packaged individually, and we're also able to offer this as an option as well. Well, thank you again, ladies and gentlemen, for coming to view our shop, Harco Enterprises Limited. We want to just offer a few things that we have found successful to our business model. We find taking a risk is a good thing, a calculated risk. We also like to rely on our great experience of our great people. We find that's an invaluable thing. Our people are our greatest strength. And we also find being organized is crucial to what we do on a day-to-day basis to keep us going. So once again, thank you very much, and we look forward to feedback.